So this is a question or one of the video ideas I get a decent amount of whenever I'm streaming or I ask like what videos you guys want to see. It is Kimo, can you make a tier list for the best ships in this game? So the topic of this video is why I don't make these kind of videos. Now there are some couple videos I've made in the past where it's like these are my favorite ships to use in the game or rating specific gacha ships on banners, but I haven't really made a all out here's a tier list of me rating from A to Z which ones are the best ships in the game to use for just general sorties and whatnot. So there's two reasons as to why I don't do this. The first reason is I want to encourage people to play however they want. This is something I've been doing for the past like 3 or 4 years now, and usually I don't give people an idea of how to build a fleet unless they ask me specifically if they're trying to clear a specific content. Then I'll give ideas on how to build the fleet better, what to add to the fleet to make your experience a lot easier in specific content like World 13, World 14, Operation Siren, Arbiter fights, meta fights, stuff like that, event farming. I can give ideas on ships to use for those specific content, but I don't necessarily tell people like, okay, use this ship is good, this ship is good, and I just put it on a tier list. No. Whenever I say a ship is good is bad, I do that. That's just probably as far as I go. Like, I don't like using this ship because low stats. I like this ship because it's pretty good for this scenario. I'll say that, but I never put it in an actual tier list. Now, it may sound hypocritical, I guess, because there are a lot of content I do that's borderline tier lists of ships. But for the most part, I really want to encourage people to play however they want. I am a true advocate of believing that there is no wrong way to play the game, especially Azur Lane, which is probably one of the most friendly games ever to be created for a gacha game that can be cleared pretty much anything. Like, I know there's like a thing in most gacha games nowadays where you can clear the game with free units. You can. It's really, really hard, but you can. This is no different. This game is no different than any of those other games. You can clear this game with free units or units that you can get from just like basic gacha. You can definitely do that. That being said, though, I do believe that if people want to play like a full faction of specific kinds, like I want to play Iron Blood only, I want to play Eagle Union only, I want to play Russian ships only, you can do that. It's going to be hard, but you can do that. So that's why I don't like doing like a tier list, because if I say like, okay, well, I don't like what's a good example? Like I don't think Zaro is a great ship or whatever. Then people are going to be like, okay, well, if Kimo says it's bad, then I don't want to use it or whatever, right? I don't want people to think that way. That's why I don't put it on a tier list, because I truly do believe that even though I give some ships critical analysis, I do think they're usable. Like you can use blue ships in this game and still do just fine in basic combat, even white ships even. But it is gonna be harder though. It is gonna be harder. So you gotta understand like how the game works in order to do that kind of stuff. The second reason is, okay, I'm not trying to sound like I have an ego or anything, but I'm confident that I've got to the point where like if I say something in the game, like if I give a hard opinion about something, then there's gonna be a couple people following my words, and they're gonna, if they're one of those people that talks a lot and spreads my information around, then it's gonna stir things up, because some people are gonna be mad that I said this is bad or this is good. And if I'm wrong or something, then it makes me look weird in an awkward position. So that's also another reason. I don't want my words to go around to be like gospel. I don't want people to hard listen to my ideas. I just make videos. If you want to listen to them, go for it. I do give advice on how to improve fleets. I do that. But I don't want to sit there and be like, all right, this is bad, this is good, this is bad, this is good. Here's a tier list, boom, 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 boom. No. It's the reason that I want people to play the way they want to play, and also I don't want people to take my word for granted and just spread it around like nonsense. Do I honestly believe there are some really, really good ships out there? Of course, I do believe that some ships in the game are really, really good at specific content, specifically aimed towards end game, which is the hardest content in the game. So there are good ships there that are better than others. By all means, that is true. That will never change. That being said, though, I don't want to enforce that kind of mindset to other players. I am a true advocate of believing if you want to play a specific way, then go for it. So that's why I don't try to just add anything on top of whatever people think about specific ships. Like if you like Reno, go for it. Like Katsuragi, go for it. That account I reviewed like 10 videos ago about 5 Kawakazis. He can play that way. By all means, go for it. There's no wrong way to play the game, and I really do believe that. And I also believe that no matter what the scenario is, you should never listen to what someone has to say about specific characters, whether it's someone you saw on Discord or Reddit or on YouTube. It doesn't really matter. Like my words right now, you shouldn't listen to what I say unless you just like watching my content for whatever reason. You shouldn't listen to what people tell you. If you really truly believe that your ideas or your setups work, then by all means go for it. Like make videos about it, showcase it, prove people wrong. That's the best part. So those are the reasons as to why I don't make tier lists. I don't plan on making a specific tier list for ships. Like I'm not gonna do like best battleships, best like cruisers, best whatever, and put it on like a rating list. I'm not gonna do that. I'll say like what's my favorite to use. Here are some good options to use for end game. When you're asking me questions about how to improve fleets, I'll do that. But I won't say like, all right, New Jersey, Musashi, Vanguard, Ulrich S tier, FDG A tier. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna make people mad. I don't believe FDG is A tier anyways. I think she's really good for mobbing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if people truly want me to give a tier list on specific ships, I'm never gonna do it. I'll tell you what ships I like to use, and I can help you improve on specific fleet building setups or whatever. But I will never make a tier list for just ships. I think that's really what's the word I'm looking for here? I think that's really like not toxic, but like yeah, I guess it could be kind of toxic. I don't want to like make people feel bad like, "Oh, Kimo said my ship is bad. I'm going to stop using her now." No. A little bit of toxicity, but I'm not going to do it though. I'm not going to make content for that just because I know people are going to watch it and be like, "Oh my god, here comes the opinions. Got to write these all down." No. So, I'm not going to do that. I want people to play how they want to play, and that's pretty much it. So that is the reason why I don't make tier lists. If you guys have any concerns or comments in regards to that, feel free to let me know about how you guys feel about tier lists, how my remarks about tier lists are, and all that jazz. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and as always, see you guys in the next one.